friend Reese and Jordan, they came to the last Dvfm and they kind of told Nathan that it was really good and stuff. Then our music teacher got us into it and we sent in this CD that was really bad. It was so lame, but we got in, and then yeah, that's how we came to be here.
When we first got here and we met everyone was just like, I don't know if I should go up and talk to him, stay back a bit. But there was a few people that did it before too, so they come up and they introduced their people, and we went up and we introduced our people, and that really helped.
The first one would have been when I'm 13. And then I did one when I was 14, and we missed last year and did it again this year.
It's a performing arts camp for people who like all different sorts of performing arts. It has music, video, dance, drama.
We'll talk about it. Whoever's next, go next. Dude. Very good. My word, we're going to do lots of doing this weekend.
Dvfm is different than drama or dance in schools because we're actually working with all 4 art forms together at the same time and having a very short time, a relatively short time, anywhere between 4 to 7 days to create a work together. And the idea is to source the material from the young people, and then we kind of shape it and put it together.
So I my eyes then.
Okay, and describe how you feel.
Caged in. Very caged in. Trapped, I guess. It's a big door.
What do you think about it? Keep your eyes closed and just look in here. I hear the people obviously talking, but more that I can hear that it's deadening before it gets in here, and the sound of my own voice is completely dead. That all of the concrete and rock just take all the sound and nothing reverberates. It's just flat. Yeah.
Which one did you like best, guys?
You go first.
Oh, just the way it made you feel, that one. Because that was cool.
There was definitely some real, when you had your eyes closed, it was actually the most important for me, because you could feel the coldness on your skin and then really bright. And then when I went outside and my eyes opened up, all of a sudden I felt like I was in a massive spacious area because I was just standing outside, which was really bizarre.
And Stacey, can you imagine a performance in this place?
Yeah, it'd probably be cool. But I don't like some of the places in here.
Yeah, like what?
They freak me out. Or just like the wings that are outside of the actual area. They really scare me a lot.
Relates to us heaps, just because of, you know, our parents, friends, family, everything, you know. We're always either trapped or free, you know. There's no in between, really.
Yeah. Participants' input is crucial, so their sense of ownership is the main thing I'm always looking for, and that the work is a real collaboration between the facilitators and the young people.
Okay, let's quickly write some lyrics, and this is going to take 4 minutes because we only need 4 lines, and we're going to spend a minute on each line because it's not hard. It's about freedom and trapped, and this is real. So I want truth but I don't need you to get too cry on me. You know what I mean? We don't need to be like bleeding. I'm just talking about, it's really quite obvious that I want to feel like a free individual. Do you understand? Say yes or me?
I want to free.
Yeah. I want to be free. Yeah. Someone give me a simple truth about freedom and trade. Bang, it's easy it is. Boom.
Don't want to be trapped.
There you go. See? Piece of piss. See how that's so obvious, but it's so true?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much for the gold. Oh,
Doesn't have to rhyme, does it?
No.
Locked in cells.
Locked in cells? Can you tell me what you mean?
Their little cell rooms.
Oh, so like as if we are locked in cells. Full on. Oh, can I ask a quick question? How often, like... Oh, no, don't worry about it. Okay, no, I'll ask you anyway, but I don't want to answer. What % of your life do you feel like you're locked in a cell? Totally. Locked in cells. We'll put that there. These can all change, but there's nothing wrong with... Hang on. Yes. That's almost what I was talking about with the poo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're right. Okay, no. But instead of sucks balls, which sounds like something Paul Shaw would say, tell me something that Clayton would say, although that you just said it. I'm talking about, I'm going to write it here because you're right. It does suck balls. And, but what I want is, the truth. I want something that you tell your mum. You know what I mean? Or your grandma.
He's getting me down.
There we go. How about, it's getting me down, or it gets me down. We'll see whatever rolls. It's getting me down. No, I like that because Clayton says, thank you very much. It's 5 minutes, don't leave me hanging. Touch my hand. Thank you.
Things that we both got into the performance as they sort of triggered ideas for the creators, and our experiences helped them to think of exercises for us and think of ways of getting into the show.
It's really hard because having a career in the arts is a hard pathway to go down, because sometimes you get that big break and then there's those people who never get it, and so it's really hard to know where you're going if you want to go down that path.
I don't actually have drama at school because I don't know, we just don't have drama, and it's really sad because we want drama. But yeah, I have music at school, and I suppose this is it's a lot more free and a lot more experimental.
So rather than make a more traditional proscenium arch piece with a theme like Right Here, Right Now, I kind of went, hey, can we do a work in the jail?
It's not really like set performances, I guess, not like you get a script and you read it out. I guess it's just kind of like a whole group just gathering stuff up, throwing it all together, so having a bit of fun. It's probably a lot more freedom in doing it, not as scripted.
Sometimes you can create an installation. I would say what I did was a bit more an installation where it's visual and it's like a living piece of artwork that you have to navigate. You can move around it, you can touch it, you can sense it, feel it, be a part of it.
In Tony's, the objects were the performer because of the audience made that relationship, but in Daisy's she was also a performer.
Well, storytelling, but also an atmosphere, because the atmosphere was so that it came from that, because we were
When my grandma died, we were staying at her house, and I woke up one night for like no reason, and my grandma was standing at the end of my bed, and then she smiled and walked out the room.
What did we do well today? What did we like?
I thought today was, what I saw, I was kind of removed, but it seemed great. The morning seemed great, warm-up was good.
The morning was fantastic.
Personally,
Bunny went down well.
Projectly, fucking right up there.
I mean, it was really
It was
clear.
good for them to go.
Without them doing that, I don't think they would have done the Chinese whispers in the way they did it, which was really cool. Like, it really had a sense of they could have also been audience, but actually they weren't. And I loved that play, Love it.
Yeah.
But we are dealing with a jail, which inherently goes, we're talking about trapped and freedom, and it's the simplest way to show that with a jail is inside out.
Yeah. Or you create the outside and bring that in your head. Do you know?
Oh yeah, like
I
inside
mean, I
out.
quite like the idea of
no,
bringing the outside inside, whether that's through imagery and sound,
Sorry.
sounds of footsteps, goats, recorded, wind, all the things that you wouldn't get inside a jail.
The division between inside and out.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's separate. It's separate.
I feel a bit off the bed.
I'm trying to jump on the bed. The exercises were exploring the word hello. That's all. You're only allowed to say the word hello. Don't have to say it, but the interaction on stage is about hello. So what you're asking the participants to do is to not think, is to not create a character, is to not preempt anything. Yeah. It's be in the moment. Go out there, just stand there, just be. Someone else comes in, and it's how you feel, how you sense each other, just your interaction.
Yeah.
In the moment, you go whether you know them or you don't, or you like them or you don't, and you just feel the vibe, and you sit in it.
Yeah, wicked.
And you say hello.
Yeah, I dig that.
The changes I've seen in the participants over the 2 weeks is massive. I saw such physical changes, a confidence, and a more articulate body.
I've always thought of myself as like, put myself down continuously, and everyone here's going, don't put yourself down, you're this, you're that, and it's like, I don't know, building confidence more, and I don't know, I'm building a bit more confidence than I used to have.
Because I don't want to do this anymore.
Over the past 2 weeks I've changed personally and as a performer, definitely. Like not having done drama until coming here, it's been really cool, and like kind of heaps into drama now. As a person I've changed a fair bit because I was like kind of by myself, like there was no one here that I knew, and then to make new friends and to be like we've known each other for 10 years in 10 hours is pretty awesome.
The show is about being trapped and escaping from different places, whether it's like an actual physical place that you're escaping from, or whether it's something that's happening inside of you that you're escaping from. You think you know me, but you don't see the outgoing, brave and courageous girl inside me. You think you know me, but you don't see the me that dances to my music, sleepwalks too much, cries at lame movies and sings loudly when showering home alone. You think you know me, but you don't know what I know, how I think, how I move, how I feel, what I decide and how I choose my friends from my enemies. You think you know me, but you don't know that I judge books by their covers, pick my nose often, I fart silently, and sometimes say never. You think you know me, but you don't know I want to know you.
Dvfm stands for lots of things. In fact, I think dance, film, video, media, movement, voice, performance, theatre, and it's about getting a group of young people together. In the past, it can be anywhere from 9 to 20, 25 young people, and sharing and learning disciplines with 4 different artists, usually theatre, dance, music and video, and working with a theme, and having a very short time, a relatively short time, anywhere between 4 to 7 days to create a work together. And the idea is to source the material from the young people, and then we kind of shape it and put it together. But participants' input is crucial. So their sense of ownership is the main thing I'm always looking for, and that the work is a real collaboration between the facilitators and the young people. We came up with the title for this show actually. I think I decided on a title just near the end, about 2 days ago. But the show really was about working in a site-specific location, and the artists and myself brainstormed lots of ideas about ways of working in a site-specific location, and then drawing themes from that, and then proposing writing exercises and talking and movement exercises and some music, soundscape elements. And trapped, escape and freedom became the 3 strongest ideas that came from all of us, and so that became the theme of the work. And the title came, someone has been here before, actually came from one of the young people's writing, and it became part of one of the scenes in the work as well. So it's a very multi-layered, it's not a linear process in any way, it's multi-layered. One thing leads to another that then flips, that might come back again, reverse, refracts. So it's a completely non-linear process. Dvfm is different than drama or dance in schools because we're actually working with all 4 art forms together at the same time. We're also working, the young people live together for that time, so it's like an intensive, very intensive, immersive experience. It's not like having 2 hours of drama once a week. You are actually full-time. It's like a professional gig for them. They're professional performers in that sense, where you're working anywhere between 8 to 10 hours a day. Young people generally work, I think, 7.5, 8 hours. The artists work 12, 14-hour days. So it's intense. A lot of what you do will be determined by the strengths of the group, the skills and strengths and the interests of the young people. There wasn't a huge proponent of dance this time. So I worked primarily with movement in terms of building character from movement, taking the themes and building movement sequences as such, which then would incorporate text. How would the text then be used in the body? How did it inspire a movement? We also worked quite specifically with the location. So, for example, we worked with the cells and, okay, what movements are possible because of the architecture of the space. The cells, closing them, climbing on them, slamming them, sliding down them, rolling on them. What else? Lots of things like that. So it was a real combination. We also did a fun exercise called instant directing, where you play with directing each other as quickly as possible. It's a stream of consciousness directing exercise, but they had to do it specifically with movement. So the tasks that were given, for example, say roll over, spin, wriggle your hand, flip your head, things like that. And also we did movement training, so I did use things like body-mind centering practices to build them up from the body-mind approach rather than from a text base. We worked with the, how to describe it, that the character comes from taking on a physical action. So we built up performance confidence. How do you be present in the space? It's a physical thing. It's not a mental idea. It's actually a physical state that you embody. Yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots actually. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's huge. It's really, really huge. The changes I've seen in the participants over the 2 weeks is massive. And I think that's one of the great benefits of this project is it's the intensity of it escalates their skills development from probably about here to here. So you just wouldn't achieve that without that immersive intensity. I saw such physical changes, a confidence, and a more articulate body, the voices, we did voice training, a fuller and richer, the creativity, I think, was the other thing. A lot of the ideas we were getting from the beginning were somewhat linear and a little bit conventional, to the ideas that were coming after 4 days were creatively far more interesting and rich and deep and colourful. So I'd say on all levels actually. We worked with found objects and sound, and I think working with Nick, their ideas of musical instruments and what you can use to make sound opened up a whole new area of musical ideas. Video, we worked with video in terms of working with live camera feeds. What else we do with video? Live camera feeds, playing with pre-recorded material and live material, that they were actually able to get their hands on the cameras and practice with the cameras themselves. I think a lot of people probably have never had that kind of level of tutoring before. And just, looking at alternative ways of using the technology has been huge. I think in that sense has really opened up their scope of what is creatively possible, which is just, that's gold.